What up, boys, and welcome back to another video. So, Season of Mastery, WoW Classic Season of Mastery, is really damn close. And due to that, I'm naturally getting a lot of questions like, will I play it? What's my plan for it? What class will I play? Student, what's the best class to play? And so on. So I wanted to talk a bit about all of those things in this video. Before I do so, though, I do want to mention that I have released a classic gold guide for Season of Mastery that's tailored around like a fresh start. It contains every farm that you should do, even from like the super early levels before you hit level 10, and all the gold farms you should do until level 60, so you can always make sure you have enough gold for your spells, buying mount at level 40, buying mount at level 60, and then naturally what farms you should do as soon as you hit 60. So by using code CLASSIC, you will get that for 50% off, and it's going to be linked down below in the description, but also pinned comments. So obviously I will play Classic Season of Mastery, and I don't want to play what I've played before. That's what I kind of like about Season of Mastery. I get to do the whole thing again, and this time I want to play a completely different class, a class that I haven't really played that much before, just to see how much I'm going to enjoy it. I'm also going to do it on hardcore mode, so that's going to be super interesting to farm gold on hardcore mode. But people always ask me, like, Student, what class should I play? What's the best class, right? And I'm talking out of a gold making perspective right here. And obviously, all views are my own opinions on like the question, which is what's the best class, right? And I think that there's a lot of options to pick. A pretty obvious one, and the pick that I did when Classic WoW released, and even Classic TBC, was that I went with the Mage, right? And Mage has received some nerfs because they can't properly, well, they can't boost people in dungeons and all of that. So a lot of people are looking away from the Mage. You're like, nah, I'm not feeling a Mage. However, I was one of the wealthiest guys early on in Classic, and I played a Mage, but I never did any AoE boosting or any of that. Like, I didn't solo farm dungeons on my Mage. I didn't get paid to boost people. I mainly did single target farms on my Mage. However, I did level by doing AoEing, so I did reach level 60 relatively fast. But from 60 and out, I mainly, like, I want to say 98% of the farms that I did was single target. And Mage, they're doing that really, really well because they have consumables, they have portals, they can move around fast, they don't have to spend gold on consumables, and they're really good at single target farming. If you spec Frostbite like you spec for single target farming, you can kill a shit ton of mobs without breaking a sweat, without needing a mana break. So Mage is a very, very solid choice, especially if you want to focus on gold farming, right? The only reason why I'm not picking a Mage is because I did that the first time around. So that's why I don't want to do it again. Now, my second choice is Warlock. Warlock, once again, a breeze to level, even though you can AoE farm with him. Like the battle pets, the tap life, and the self-heal that a Warlock has is absolutely insane. It was the easiest class that I leveled in Classic WoW. Like, the Mage was easy, but with AoE farming it became repetitive and there was a couple of mistakes and so on. Warlock, super easy. And the cool thing about a Warlock is that there's almost no downtime. If you played Classic, you have noticed all of the downtime. Even when you hit 60, when you're not in that good gear, there's a lot of downtime in between killing mobs. Warlock is doing that so damn well. I even got myself a life stone on the Warlock just because of the HP 5, so I could generate more health. And I always made sure to have like the troll blood puts on me, which also generated health every 5 seconds. That together with the demon armor, and you're going to be self-healing like a boss. You can just life tap whenever you're low on mana, and you can easily get healed back up again. Warlock, absolutely great choice. I was close to picking it now with Season of Mastery, but I did level a Warlock to 60 as an alt back in Classic release of WoW. So that's why I didn't end up with the Warlock this time around, right? Even though I kind of want to play Warlock, so I'm probably going to have it as an alt again. That's how damn strong they are and how much I like him. My pick this time around will be a Hunter. Hunter has always been looked on like a decent farmer. They don't really need that good gear to farm efficiently. Like, they're super strong with the help of their pets, super recent level, super handy to have when you're trying to do hardcore mode, right? And a beautiful thing about them is also downtime. Like, you don't need to have full mana in order to attack the next mob, right? It's no biggie. The battle, your pet will tank him and you're still going to do decent damage. You can even start to drink and eat while you send your pet over. The hunters, just, I look at them as a solid class for gold farming. The only thing that I don't like about the hunter is, like, you have to make sure you're bringing arrows with you. It takes up bag space. And I'm a big fan of having completely empty bags, so I'm going to do super long sessions before moving away from the farm. So that is the only thing that I'm not looking forward to, is feeding my pet and keeping up with the bullets / arrows. But they're also super strong early on. As I said, they have the pet, so you can easily like level up on a hunter. Doing like soloing elites and so on a hunter is way easier than on most classes, right? And they also have like the what's it called, leader of the pack thing, the thing that makes you run at like 40% movement speed. It is aspect of tiger. Is that it? Regardless, it's really damn good. Like, it feels like you have a mount way earlier than level 40. It's just super solid, running between mobs, running between quests early on, and a lot of people, they like, when the classic originally released, they didn't even spend gold on amounts. They spent it on gear, and they just kept the aspect up because it was fast enough for them. So I'm really looking forward to a hunter. Those, however, are my top 3 picks, going with a mage, a warlock, and then a hunter. All really good, really good classes. I'm not saying that you can't make gold on something like a shadow priest or a war or a rogue. Like, they're definitely viable. I just think that, like, these casters, these ranged tunes like the mage, the warlock, and the hunter is better options for most people. They're not super gear dependent either. So yeah, that's what the video was all about. If you guys got any questions about Classic WoW or WoW in general, make sure to leave them down below. And don't forget to check out the complete gold guide for Classic WoW, link down below. But thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully you guys are as hyped as I am for Season of Mastery release. And hopefully I'm not going to die at like level 20, since I'm attempting the hardcore thingy. But that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all back in on tomorrow's video. Bye bye.